All right, we are live. There we go. Now we're live. Hey, you guys, welcome to today's Q&A. We're going to be talking about some of the available driving positions that we have here at Decker. Some of the things that we didn't spend time on last week since the main topic was Driver Appreciation Week. I hope you guys had a lot of fun last week. We, of course, like to go above and beyond when it comes to Driver Appreciation Week. We always have fun with the gifts and lunches, and yes, I know there's a lot of work that goes into it, and huge shout out to all of the behind the scenes that make that work. But hopefully we are able to recognize the majority of our drivers during that time. Now, I do know that there are several of you who may or not have been routed through one of the terminals or wasn't able to be routed through one of the terminals. So keep in mind, I do need you to let us know where you would like your gift, if we should be sending it home, or if you want it sent to another terminal and you'd be picking up there. Let us know. Just reach out to us here in the communications department so that we can do that, or reach out to your driver manager and they'll pass that on to us. That would be really helpful as well, because I mean, we went through all the work to make sure that you are getting the gifts, or I guess that we are getting the right gifts for you, but we want to make sure that you're actually receiving them. So please reach out to us. Let us know that you're getting them. But welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. For those of you who received or whose name was drawn, there we go, whose name was drawn for the prizes last week, we had a lot of prizes. I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but I think we had over 100. So give me a second here. I'm going to pull up some of the prizes that we had and fill you in before we start talking about some of the available positions that we've got here. Now, prizes-wise, we had Peterbilt duffel bags, we had hats, we had $100 gift cards. Let's see, we had at least $100 gift card per day that I'm aware of. We had several Igloo coolers and Yeti tumblers that were drawn together. So Naderi Pierce, Kevin Hagan, William Lovett, Lawrence Calaschino, Michael Botello, all won. Well, let's see. They won coolers, except Michael. Actually, Michael won the $100 Visa gift card. We also had, who else did we have Visa gift cards for? Jeremy Henderson, Damian Guthrie, Stephen Stone, John Robinson. I'm not kidding you guys. There were a ton of gifts given away. Several Peterbilt quarter zip sweatshirts and tumblers as well. Lots of Peterbilt hats and flashlights, mugs. Let's see what else we had. Stanleys. Yes, the in thing now. Back... Stanleys have been around forever, and they were always the green. That, at least that I remember, the Stanley green. It had a look, it had a brand. But now they're everywhere. They're every color. But we had a big Stanley thermos and a Peterbilt hat that Stephen Bell won. We had a big padded camping chair. Ray Harris won that. We had Northland Motor Oils sweatshirts and hats. They were able to donate for those. We had several of those. John Lister, Paul Henry, Elijah Keys, Chad Hazelton also won a Peterbilt flashlight, a mug, a hat to go along with it. We had $50 gift cards for Amazon. Davlin McKim won one of those. We had American Express gift cards. John Ewell won one of those. Again, another $100 Visa gift card. Dakota Cummings. And tons of Peterbilt hats. Juan Harrow, Mujo Stillick. Wallace won the backpack. Oh, the Peterbilt backpacks. Katie was trying to get her hands on one of those. I saw that. They're nice, heavy-duty backpacks. They're really sweet. They look like Carhartt, I thought. But who else? Let's see. A couple of people won those. Wallace Gibson was one of them. And koozies and Bauer built hats and Pilot Flying J gift cards, Kenworth license plate, and a cover and a hoodie. Joseph Scott won that combo. Waffle maker and a Peterbilt hat. James Fox won that. John Lafferty or Lon Jafferty. Woo! Sorry, Lon. Lon won the rice cooker and the Peterbilt hat, so he won that. We had a fan and a Peterbilt hat by Timothy Tyree, who won that one. So many things, you guys. A Kenworth pullover, a mug, another Peterbilt backpack. Paul Barno won that one. So many gifts. So if you haven't already been or haven't already received your call, you'll be getting a call. We are still following through on those. But like I said, over 100 gifts. Katie was out giving the awards or giving the gifts away during all of the lunches in Fort Dodge, Katie and Tammy. Then we had, of course, Jason was doing the gifts for the most part over in Missoula. Those were the engraved flashlights or engraved headlamps, and the gift cards. Those codes were given to you by your driver manager. You probably already received that, but there are a couple of other things to go along with it. So if you haven't received it and you're not headed to a terminal anytime soon, let us know so that we can get that sent out to you. But again, with the prizes, we'll be making those phone calls as well to all 100 so prize winners. There were more than that, right? Man, I think there were 30 in one day, and yeah, there are so many prizes, you guys. Absolutely a blast to be able to participate in the Driver Appreciation Days. And we participate in it more than just gift giving. Of course, the lunches are going through it as well, but we also are able to participate through the Montana Trucking Association, the Iowa Trucking Association, and several of those. Katie says they are Carhartt backpacks with the name. If only my name was in the drawing, she said. Sorry, I can't read. I know. See, she was eyeballing it. I told you gotta look out. But no, those were absolutely beautiful. Heavy duty, nice backpacks and jackets and pullovers and all of that. Katie says there's still time to pick up your gift. If you swing by the terminal, make sure that you get your gift. I'm obviously going to have to increase the size of this font because I can't see it. There we go. Oh, so much better. Look at that. The 6 font just wasn't working for me. All right. Yes, so if you haven't already swung by to get your gift, let us know and we can make sure. Well, the gifts themselves are actually, I believe, at the Welcome Center in Fort Dodge. You can get the front window in Bessemer, Missoula. You can get a hold of Jason. But with the ones that, if your name was drawn, let us know so that we can make sure that it's at whatever location you're going to be at so that we can get that over to you. Anyways, congratulations. So much fun. I hope you guys were able to enjoy that. It is always fun to be part of the Driver Appreciation. And, just sharing that with the nation too, because so many people do not realize, well, first of all, Driver Appreciation Week, but so many people do not realize or take a moment to think about how important our professional drivers are out on the road and what they do for us. Now, if you are a family member of a professional driver, you more than understand that, but the rest of the community might not. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the supporting staff who helped make that happen. All righty then. We do have bonuses coming up, paying out here within the week or so. If you haven't already checked out your TransFlow app, please go do that. You should be, if you haven't already, you should have reviewed all of your details for your bonuses. Remember, we have our scorecard monthly bonus and we have our safety monthly bonus. Yes, those 2 bonuses, please make sure that you check those out. Go through it, with your ambassador, go through it with your driver manager. If you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say ambassador, when you come aboard to Decker, so if you're new to Decker, you are assigned a driver ambassador. And that person is really just one more individual that you can go to for questions or concerns, how-tos. Reach out. It's another ear there locally within the in-house staff to make sure that you've got the support you need when you're out there on the road. We do all that we can to make sure that you have that support throughout, but when you first start, the training process, the orientation, you've got your recruiter, you're kind of wondering, okay, so who should I be going to for this or that? That's where the ambassador will step in and say, hey, here's my telephone number, here's my email, just get a hold of me whenever you have a question. Let me do my best to support you and guide you through this process. So your ambassador is somebody who's going to go through a few things. So I talked about the scorecard. Your driver manager and your ambassador will help to explain that to you and what that process is. They'll also help to explain, okay, how do you get your paperwork in? You will take a picture and you scan it. Make sure that you have at least one signature on the bills that you scan in. And of course, get all of the bills. So you need to get all the paper scanned in, but you just need one signature. That's something that would be provided to you. Some of the contact information. If you're going to need to work on your benefits, or if you have questions about your benefits and you want more detail, we can get you in contact with the benefits coordinator. Of course, we can answer a lot of those questions for you and get you the benefits packet, which is full of all kinds of goodies, so we can give you those details as well. But that ambassador is really there to help you along the way, especially within the first couple of months, because so much of it's going to be new to you. We totally understand. And even though we go through the training and we go through a lot of that in orientation, not everything is absorbed. So you still have to be able to rely on someone who can throw that information at you when you're ready for it. If you're not ready for it, you don't know to look for it. You just don't always absorb it as easily. So that's what we're here for. We also have our Facebook group, our Decker Facebook group that you can be part of, and it is a driver community where you can ask questions, kind of get some feedback, especially if you're wondering about locations. We do have a driver's help page as well that helps with locations. Is there additional parking there? Are there bathrooms or restrooms or showers? What's nearby? Things like that are also available. And we're working on a database outside of Facebook as well that would be able to help support you with that. We have our benefits. So those start after 60 days. They're medical, dental, vision, prescription. The prescriptions I've been bragging a lot about here lately because they are now $0 copay with the generic. And we've just recently signed so that we can do the $0 brand name and $0 specialty. So those are also available to you. If you have questions on that, make sure that you're reaching out to the benefits coordinator. Get a hold of Andrea so that she can line everything up for you. It is some of that's new with the prescriptions and the $0 copay. Some of that's new, so we want to make sure that we're going the right steps to utilize that. And Donna is a great example of this, but she has mentioned that using the bulk, I'm going to say bulk, that's not really the word that I should be using, but using the 2-month supply, getting that ordered while over the road kind of makes life a little bit easier. But there is a process through it, so we want to make sure that you know those steps and you're taking those so that you don't miss out on not only the savings but the convenience, because a lot of it is about convenience. We've worked hard to make sure that it is in fact just an easier process for you. You don't need the hassle, right? That's right. So we've taken that on for you. 401k also starts after 60 days. And tomorrow at 1 p.m., it's 1 p.m., right? 1 p.m. Central Time, we will have there is a webinar, I should say, available to all of those interested in if you're part of the Decker family and the Decker community, you probably received an email yesterday from Inside the Triangle. That's our newsletter, and that would have given you the details on how to sign up for that webinar. This webinar, it's great for those 35 to 54 or so age. I mean, now, of course, any of you can use it and utilize it, but it is really honed in on the 34 to 54 age. And it's going to be talking about how to maximize your 401k benefit. Who does not want to do that? Now, speaking of maximizing, we did increase the match to 50% a couple of years ago. So that has helped obviously significantly, because originally we started at 10%. So over the last 5 years, that has probably increased up to the 50% match. But again, if you have any questions, please bring those questions to the webinar so that we can address those. Not we, but Principal Financial, who is actually putting on that webinar for us. And that is, again, Wednesday at 1 p.m. But you do need to follow the link, principal.com/learn-now. Again, that's principal.com/learn-now. That's the link to sign up for the webinar. And every month there's a new webinar. Next month we'll be talking about changing the landscape of Social Security. So that is a good one for more of those nearing retirement, 55 to 65, 55 to 70, depending on what your retirement preferred age is. But that one is more geared towards those looking closer at retirement than this one. This one's going to be more, let's put that 401k to use or to work for us now. In November, October, November, debt and budgeting. Now that's a pretty much everybody thing, right? But definitely within the 34 to 54 range as well. So I hope you guys are able to get that. Actually, that one is going to be from 0 to 34 is the preferred one, they said. And it is stated, or it is proven, that over 60% of those who attend these webinars, according to Principal Financial, 60% of those who attend these financial webinars, they actually have a higher account value in their 401k than those who do not. So please take advantage of it. This is your retirement for a lot of you, and we want to make sure that you're maximizing it as much as possible. So that is just one of the benefits that we are able to offer through Decker. And of course, we've gone through quite a few in the past on some of the benefits, like the prescription, the medical, the dental, dental vision. That's all available after 60 days as well. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield for the medical. But again, if you have more questions, please reach out to us. If you're interested in coming to Decker and want to know more about the benefits, this number flying across the screen, that is the telephone number to our recruiting department. And they'll be able to be even more specific and offer you that benefits package so that you can take a look at it, review it, make sure that if there's a medical need that you have, a prescription or whatever that you want to make sure is covered, that you can go ahead and research that through that benefits package. But again, the telephone number to the recruiting department is 877-433-2537. That's 877-4-DECKER. That's the telephone number directly to them. Very cool. All right, let's talk about some of these available positions that we have here at Decker. We have been talking about some of our hopper positions. Speaking of hopper, any of the grain, agriculture, what else? In Iowa, they have extended or increased, I should say, the weight distribution and the weight requirements for Iowa on any agriculture for 30 days because you guys are busy in Iowa getting some of the produce and the wheat, the grain, all of that good stuff loaded up, moving it. They've increased that weight for 30 days. Off the top of my head, I am not sure if that's something that they do on a regular basis, but I did get that through Trucker News the other day. Thought that was quite interesting. That being said, we have a hopper position available, just one. It's an 8 p.m. start, and it's roughly an 8-hour shift. So this hopper position is from Fort Dodge, Iowa to Blair, Nebraska. It is it's actually 2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 3 days off, 2 on, 2 off, 3 on. So it continually rotates. That one puts you at a 3-day weekend about every third weekend. It pays $250 for Monday through Friday shifts. And again, 2 on, 2 off. So it's basically going to adjust down the calendar for how many, what weekdays you have and what weekend days that you'll be paid for. So it's $250 for the weekdays, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday will pay $275 for this 8 p.m. shift. And again, it's an 8 p.m. shift or 8 p.m. start. You must live within a 25-mile radius of Fort Dodge, Iowa in order to qualify for this. But please, if you have questions, reach out to the recruiting department at 877-433-2537. We also have an opportunity for 3 dedicated flatbed positions out of Nashville, Arkansas. So Nashville, Arkansas, dedicated. You're running, for the most part, from Nashville, Arkansas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, into Monroe, Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana. Those are all areas that you would see on a regular basis. So again, it's a home weekly position. If you have questions whatsoever about it, please reach out to us at 877-433-2537. Now that I say that, I just wanted to double check here. Where is my Nashville? There it is. 3 of those. Yes. That one does guarantee a minimum of $1,000 a week, but your rate of pay per mile is going to be based off of your experience level, your years of experience, I should say. Okay. So if you have 15 plus years experience, you're looking at 70 cents a mile. If you have 1 or 2 years experience, you're looking at 56 cents a mile just to start. You'll get a penny raise after 90 days, unless you're capped out at the 70. You'll get a penny raise after 90 days, and you'll get a penny raise every year on your anniversary as well. So that'll be there. Now, that being said, for experienced drivers, whether you're in the refrigerated flatbed division, the over-the-road, or even more of the regional, for our experienced drivers, we do currently have a $2,000 sign-on bonus. It pays in $500 increments, so you'll get $500 on first dispatch. You'll get another $500 after you've been here for 60, 90, and 180 days. That's how those payouts are currently working. So again, if you have questions on that, you want some more detail, reach out to our recruiting department at 877-433-2537 for those details. So we've talked a little bit about that 8 p.m. local position. It runs, and I don't know if I said this, from Fort Dodge, Iowa to Blair, Nebraska and back. So that's that one. That's the hopper position. We only have one. That's 8 p.m. start. We have 3 dedicated positions on the growing Nashville, Arkansas dedicated route. That is flatbed. You must have flatbed experience. If you do not have a year of flatbed tractor trailer experience, you will not qualify for this position. We're also looking for, of course, across the board, clean driving records, so no major moving violations, no DOT recordable accidents, nothing like that within the last 3 years. Now, if you do have a minor moving violation of 5, 6 over, we can work with that within the last 3 years. We can also work with minor incidents such as a turning or a landscape or backing incident, something like that. We can work with those. But of course, we are looking for clean driving records and good work history. Work history is obviously extremely important because it's showing your dedication, of course, to the position, and it also is a great indication of how well you work with others and how we can help you as well. So we will continue to do our best to help all of our professional drivers as you're qualified, as you're coming into orientation and through that process. So again, 877-433-2537 to get a hold of one of our recruiters. And then last but not least, we do have this is not last, but we do have team positions as well. We have 2 available team positions. This is not a dedicated route. I do want to be clear on that. These team positions are not dedicated. However, they do pay well. The miles are fantastic. You're running roughly 26,000 miles a month as a team in this position. You could be helping out some of the dedicated runs every couple weeks or so. Those are the dedicated runs that we have for our teams. Those are bread loads. So when you're helping them out, you'll be rolling the cart off and rolling an empty cart back on if you're helping out on those bread loads. Other than that, it's no touch freight and we keep you moving. You'll have mileage bonus every month. You have the opportunity to do the scorecard and the safety bonus, just like our solo company drivers have that opportunity. But like I said, you'll have that mileage bonus on top of that. So every single week, you will get paid your miles times 60 cents a mile. That is the base, and that's split, so it's 30 per driver. So you'll have the base of 60 cents a mile, and the miles that you run every single week pays out on Friday. Your miles are calculated on a monthly basis, and roughly around the third pay period of every month, which would be right about now, you will get, all of your miles will be calculated for the previous month. So all the miles, what month is it? September. So all of your August miles are calculated. And if you ran between 12 and 14,000 miles as a company driver or as a team driver, you'd get an extra 2 cents a mile. 14 to 16, you'd get an extra 4 cents a mile. 16 to 18, an extra 6 cents a mile, and everything over 18,000 miles for the month. As a team, you'd get an additional 8 cents a mile. That's in the lump sum, and again, split to our each driver. I want to remind you that the miles on that are between 24 and 26,000 a month is the average. So unless you only were running super solo miles and that was your preference, you can plan on the 18,000 bonus. So that's going to be an extra 8 cents a mile is what I'm getting at. If that is not clear, please give me a shout out here. Ask away, please, because I don't want that to be confusing. Sometimes I know that when I go through it, you get the impression that 12 to 14,000 miles a month is average. That is not for our team drivers. 24 to 26,000 a month is. So you should be looking at that extra 8 cents a mile. So please make sure that you reach out to us. We also have sign-on bonuses available for our experienced teams. Please reach out to the recruiter for details on that, because those are things that would change on a regular basis. 877-433-2537. Please reach out to our recruiters for details on that. Thanks you guys for taking the time to look that over. So again, with the current available positions, you're looking at three dedicated positions for the Nashville flatbed, dedicated out of Nashville, Arkansas, I should say, that runs into Louisiana and Texas and of course Arkansas. And then of course we have our dedicated home daily position out of Fort Dodge, Iowa, that is for hopper. That is our only hopper position. It's an 8 p.m. start. And then we have, and that's a shift pay, so that's not mileage pay, that pays per shift. And then we have our home daily. That one is filled. Okay, that's good to know. Then we also have our over-the-road refrigerated, and we have our home weekly refrigerated, and we have our over-the-road flatbed and our home weekly flatbed opportunities. So if you're interested in any of those, I also ask that you give us a call and touch base with us. Again, it's 877-433-2537. I wanted to double check one other thing here. Just on availability. Looks like that one's full. Cool. All right. So if you have more questions, reach out to us. Also, equipment-wise, we do have mostly the 579 Peterbilts. We also have some 780s, some 760s, 740s, and a few 860 Volvos. Mostly 579 Pete, so I should say that the majority, like 90+% are Peterbilts. We have a few Freightliner Cascadia Evolutions as well, but the majority of our trucks you'll see are the 579 Petes. Please check out the rest of our YouTube channel, as you'll be seeing even more of the videos on our equipment. You can also check out our Facebook page, which we keep you up to date on what's going on here at Decker and all that good stuff. So, yes, our trucks come with all kinds of amenities: APUs, refrigerators, bunk heaters, CB units, navigation, Sirius radio. They are double bunks, if I didn't mention that already. The TVs are 22-inch televisions with Epic View satellite TV. They do have they have ESPN, they have the Sunday ticket, and yes, you'll be able to watch football, complement of Decker Truck Line, making sure that you've got that. Always fun, always fun. All right. Well, that's it for me today, you guys. If you have more questions on what's available here at Decker, please reach out to our recruiting department for the details, more specific to your pay, your location, because those are things that change on a regular basis based on available positions and hiring areas. Those are changing on a regular basis. So again, 877-4-DECKER, 877-433-2537. Again, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and your week. Take care.